Hello, members. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, um, this is a new episode on my YouTube channel. As in the previous episodes, I've been talking about different content on Google and its different applications, Microsoft, PowerPoint, all the things. So, in this episode, I will talk about something very important, something called information literacy. Okay, so first of all, we have to know what is information literacy, why information literacy, the importance, and how will one use information literacy. Okay, so first of all, um, if I may define information literacy. Information literacy forms the basis for lifelong learning, and it's obvious to all disciplines, all learning environments, and to all education levels. It enables learners to master content and extend their investigations. It also enables them to become more self-directed and assume control over their own learning. Okay, so what can someone who is information literate do? Okay, that's a big question we have to ask. So someone who is information literate, or an individual who is information literate, this person should be able to determine the extent of the information needed. Then, secondly, the person should be able to access the needed information effectively and efficiently. Okay. Then, another thing is the person should be able to evaluate the information and its sources critically. Okay. And then, lastly, the person should be able to use information effectively to accomplish a specific task. So, how will one use information literacy skills? Like how? That's a big question one has to ask him or herself. First of all, to become lifelong learners, one needs to know not just how to learn, but how to teach him or herself several things. So people have to acquire the skills necessary to be independent, self-directed learners, and then they should be able to identify information needs and determine the extent of information needed clearly, concisely. They should also be able to define the question to be answered and realize the question that may evolve afterwards. Then they should also be able to locate and retrieve appropriate information. So understand the structure of information, how it is produced, disseminated, organized, cataloged, stored, and retrieved. Okay, and also how these factors vary by discipline. For example, how do scholars or professionals keep up to date in and contribute to their field? Use indexes and other tools effectively to 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 find specific resources. For example, select appropriate tools, formulate search strategies, use appropriate search techniques, and also evaluate results. Then evaluate information and its sources critically. Understand different types of sources and formats and how to use them. Okay, so they should also be able to evaluate the relevance and reliability of the information retrieved. Then they should synthesize the information retrieved, integrate into the one's current knowledge base, and successfully apply it to the original information needed. Okay, so they should also be able to present this newly acquired knowledge so that others can also use it. Transfer of knowledge, determine the audience needs and the best presentation format. Okay, know the standards and criteria for presenting information in the relevant field or discipline. Then they should also be able to properly cite sources, direct the audience to sources of further information, and acknowledge one's sources. Then they should be able to translate their abilities and concepts to new projects and disciplines. So that is a brief introduction to information literacy. So information literacy, it's just it's the ability for one to to be literate, or to have knowledge, or it's one's knowledge on how to communicate. Okay, transmit information, receive information, search and obtain information, then also deliver the information in the most appropriate manner, whereby the recipient of the information is able to understand, interpret, and be also able to reply the information. Then also, information literacy also covers the use of different information sources. Okay, someone should be able to operate all those sources and tools that help us in acquiring and delivering out information. Someone should be able to use websites, use search sites, and then books, all other mediums whereby we can obtain the different information. Someone should be able to use the different search strategies. Someone should be able to know the different sources of information. Okay. So with all this, having all this knowledge, one is termed as information literate, and that's what information literacy is. So follow me for more and more detailed information. We shall be covering a lot in this episode. Thank you.